Hi children, I'm making a little video because unfortunately the White Rose don't have any videos to match our learning, but we are recovering work that we knew really well. So lots of you will be able to do this really confidently, and this video will help remind you of those things and the misconceptions and the bits we might get wrong when we're doing our adding and subtracting. So this is your subtracting video to start with. So if you can see here, we have two numbers that we're one of which we are subtracting from. So we've got 9,321 and we are subtracting 4,683. Now, so firstly, when I'm doing a subtraction problem, I have to make sure that I have the large number first. So that's a mistake that we can easily make when we're solving a word problem. We might get the numbers mixed up. And so it's important that we remember that. The other thing we need to remember is that we put them in line with the columns that they are. So I'll just remind you, I don't think many of you need to know this, but just in case you forget, that's your ones column, then you've got your tens column, then you've got your hundreds column, and then you've got your thousands column. Okay, so that's quite important for us to understand when we get to do our exchanging. So we always start, if you remember, with subtraction, adding and timesing, we always start this side. So it's not the left side, it's the right side, and we always start with the ones. So my first calculation, my first sum I have to do is 1 subtract 3. Now I know, and you know, that if I've only got 1, I cannot subtract 3. So for that, I'm going to have to exchange some tens. So I'm going to take my pen lid's fallen off. I'm going to take 1 10 away from my 10 column. So if you know, we take 1 10 away from the tens column, which means that we've got 1 10 left there. And that 1 10 makes 10 ones. So when I come over here and I put that there, I now have 11. So I've exchanged 1 10 for 10 ones. I already had 1 1, so now I have 11 ones. Now I can do my calculation. So 11 take away 3 is 8. Okay, so now I look at my next one, and obviously I've done this with lots of exchanging to make your life really hard, but you'll see your worksheets will just build it up slowly. So now I only have 1 10 in here, and I meant to subtract 8 tens. Well, I can't do that. So I'm going to have to exchange again. So I'm going to take one of the hundreds, so that means I've only got 2 hundreds left because I had 3 to start with. And if I'm exchanging 100, I know that I now have 10 tens, because 10 tens is the same as 100, is equal to it. So I've exchanged 100 for 10 tens. I already had 1 10, so now I have a total of 11 tens. So you can see the 11 tens there. I am now going to subtract 8. And so 11 subtract 8, 11 tens subtract 8 tens would leave me with 3 tens. Okay, so now I've done the second part. So now I need to move on to here into my hundreds column. And once more I have a problem. So I have 2 hundreds and I'm meant to take away 6 hundreds. I know I can't do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exchange again. So 9 thousands, I'm going to take one of the thousands, which will mean I have 8 thousands. And if I've exchanged 1,000, I know that 10 hundreds make 1,000, so I've got 10 hundreds to add to my hundreds column. I've already got 200 in there, so now I've got 10 hundred and 2 more hundreds, so I've got 12 hundreds in total. And now I can do 12 subtract 6. Now that's a nice and easy one, isn't it? Because I know 2 6s make 12, so therefore 12 take away 6 must make 6. Now finally, we can stop exchanging. We have 8 subtract 4. Again, that's our number knowledge of doubles. So I know 4 out of 4 is 8. So 8 take away 4 is 4. And we have the answer to our problem here. So don't forget, when you're subtracting, you can go wrong if you forget that you've exchanged one. And that's where you can go wrong. Also, the other little error that we can make is if we are subtracting a 4-digit number from a 3-digit number. So if I had 366 and I wrote 366 there, I've made a bit of an error because I have put it in the wrong columns. So be really careful if you've got a 4-digit number and a 3-digit number. that you make sure you get the digits in the right columns, okay? Because otherwise it's not going to work at all. Okay, so have a great time doing that. You've got 2 days worth of subtraction problems, and so lots of them are you thinking about what you already know and working out what to do, and lots of practice of that too. So good luck, have fun, and let me know if there's any problems, and then I can make another little video to help everybody out if there are, but I think you'll probably be okay. Bye.